Okay, this video is for Robert. I have your quad finished up. So this is another et5, Racer X et5. Did a review, or showed this frame recently on my channel. Pretty awesome frame. So on this one, you asked for multiple different things that I don't normally do, like painting for the most part. As you can see, pretty much the entire outside and inside is painted. Did yellow around the outside, pink around the inside. And I'm not the best painter, but I tried my best. I think I showed before the Sharpies that I was using, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that I did. And how I was saying how, like, the what is this? The fine point? Yeah, the fine point works way better than the bigger one, the medium point. The medium point is just huge. I mean, that's just too big to be able to get it exact. Because the thing is with this frame is the edges. Oh man, I can't even think of that word now. God, why can't I think of that? It's just blank. I keep wanting to say routed. The edges are routed. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. The edges are smooth, so it's like rounded, you know. So it makes it easy when you got the fine point to be able to do, because there's like three edges. I mean, there's like this edge, then the side, then the bottom edge. And when you run the fine point along the top and bottom edges, it just runs along it so perfect. You probably can't tell because there's a skin on there, but I actually did get it perfectly along that edge. So yeah, these are just great. And I actually have tried other ones. There is other oil-based paint pens, and they're like cheaper ones or whatever, or other brands. I don't know if this one's the best, but I have tried other ones, and I think they were cheaper, and they just sucked. And what happened also was that the paint would like chip off and shit, and it would just be all messy. But I found with these Sharpies, that doesn't happen at all. You probably can't tell, but it looks good, and it's not chipping. It's not going to chip, I don't think, at all. I don't know. I think I might have done a couple layers. I know I did go. I wanted to make sure that it was just like all yellow. I didn't want to see any light or dark spots or anything. And it turned out pretty nice. I don't want to talk all day about the paint, but yeah, it turned out pretty nice. So for your motors, you have these Zing 1507. These are 3300 kV. So that's the thing with this is, I don't know. I think you might want to try it starting out with 3S, because 3300 kV, I mean, I got these, okay, so I got these motors for a couple of reasons. One was because the color was good for this color scheme, and the motor is a great motor. This is a really good motor. They're super smooth and just really nice. iFly makes good motors, but anyway, they don't have a lower than 3300 kV. So, but this isn't going to be a bad thing, especially with your stack. I mean, you have the Goku F722 mini stack in here, and I think that's 45 amp ESCs, which probably has a burst of to 55 at least. So that's not going to be a problem if you're running on 4S. It's just going to scream. I mean, it's just going to have so much power and top end speed. It's going to be crazy, especially with like something like these props that are on it now. 5043s. 5043s. And I have not flown this, but I did hover it, and it just wanted to go. But it hovered real nice. It was real smooth. It's running 4.1.1. You also have the RunCam hybrid camera, so you got the FPV cam and the 4K cam on top there. I pushed it up as high as it'll go for the angle. It looks pretty good to me. I think that's probably pretty good how it's set right there. You probably could get more, because I have it on the back screw hole, so if you put it on the front screw hole, it's going to be sticking out even more, but you'll be able to get more angle. But I don't think that you'll need any more. I think that's probably like, I don't know, 35 to 40 degrees, which is pretty good, especially with a wide angle, you know. So your USB's right there, so easy access to your USB. Your receiver is right here, so easy access to the bind button. It looks kind of funny like that, but I mean, it just fit in there so perfectly. And I'm using that 60-pound Gorilla Tape, so it's not going to come off unless you want it to. You got the holes right here, so there's your 2 buttons. And then, where's the other hole? Oh, in the back here, that's where your SD card goes right there. I mounted the VTX to the back of the camera. I didn't use the shelf because there was no real point to, and it just made it look cleaner that way. So the VTX is just completely hidden, you know, up inside there. You don't need to worry about it. You don't need to push any buttons on it. You have, you know, whatever you need to do through the OSD. So, and then you got your TBS Triumph Pro antenna that I painted pink. Didn't do the greatest job painting that, but it doesn't look bad at all. Here's a tip for you. I messed up the paint on this, so I have these alcohol pads that are actually out of a like a first aid kit. They work really good. It's just like one of those little square white things. You rip it open and you pull it out, and there's a little pad, and it's an alcohol pad. Those work so good for taking paint off. I mean, I just rubbed it around this, you know, and all the paint was just gone. Just started over. It worked good for if I got paint like on the frame where I didn't want it to be too. It just wipes right off. Yeah, you got your LEDs on the bottom here. Those will look cool at night if you fly at night. They look cool in the daytime too. They're super bright. I got some other props for you too. These ones I thought were kind of cute. These are the Hello Kitty Azure Power. I think they're 50/50s, but they're 2 blades, so these might be good on there. Try those out. There is other 2-blade props as well. I got you these pink Gym Fan 5152s. These should be really good on here too. Maybe throw these on here and fly at 4S, but first try it with these props that are on here now and try it on 3S, and then try it on 4S, and then try these props on 4S. Try these props too. Try them all. See which ones work best. I'm actually curious. I want to fly this thing, but I can't do that, so it's bound up to my radio, so we're gonna plug this in. Don't be frightened if you plug it in and you only hear the first beeps. That's how some F7 flight controllers are. They take longer. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Just plug it in and just wait. See, right now I'd be like, oh my god, it's broken. Okay, so there's your video. It looks like it's set to 2.7K, 60 frames per second. It says card error because there's no card in it. Your RSSI is working. You got your battery voltage and timer. Damn, the picture looks so good. This is my first time really checking out the hybrid camera, and it just looks really good. I mean, really good. Look at the colors. They look great. So, anyway, I did check Tramp. Tramp is working just fine. I'm pretty sure that you know how to do that, but you go throttle middle, yaw left, pitch forward, and it brings up that menu. Go down to features, down to VTX TR, which is Tramp. Pick it, and then here it's set to Fat Shark 7, which is what it's on right now. So we'll change the 7 to a 1. Go down to set. confirm yes, and now it changed, so we'll change this to 1. And there you go, so tramp is working. Save and exit. Okay, let's do a hover. Oh, and I set up pit mode on auxiliary 3, and I already unlocked the VTX, so it's good to go. Alright, here we go. Oh, let me, okay, here we go. Whoa! Damn. Yeah, it's flying pretty smooth. Sounds great too, so that should do it. So I'm going to get this boxed up, shipped out. I'll send you over tracking when I have it. By the way, this is a 854S. I bet you could do a 1003S would probably be pretty good, but 4S is just gonna rip. Yeah, motors aren't hot, so that's good. If anybody's wondering about the antenna tubes, I was talking to Brian, and I was like, man, you should take these holes and just turn them this way, and then you could just stick antenna tubes in it, you know. But they're nice vent holes, you know, for air to get in. So I actually glued these in, so they're in there pretty good. They're not gonna come out. So, yep. All right, that's all I got.